Okay, so a bit of a disclaimer. I was trying to clean up some stuff after the aftermath of Sally, and they started telling ghost stories. You didn't really miss much. One person said, hey, we should tell stories. Rosie asked, hey, anyone know any? And then Doc chimed in. Have you ever heard of the Silent Rider of Black River Gulch? That's a pretty old ghost yarn. Old cowpokes used to tell to scare the greenhorns on cattle drives. Oh yeah, they used to tell that one on the Garrett Ranch. I'd like to hear it. Goes like this. Long ago, there was a prospector named Davy Babcock who used to pan for gold in Black River Gulch. Every day, he'd set out from the farm on his chestnut Bronco pitcher and head to Black River Gulch to pan for gold all day, hoping to strike it rich. He'd spend all day up there alone with no one but his horse to keep him company. But he wasn't alone. He was being spied upon by a claim jumper, a thief and ne'er-do-well, a fella named Tom Park. The way we tell it, the thief's name is Tom Porter. Name doesn't matter. Tom was an all-around bad sort. Claim jumpers like him wait until prospectors find a big chunk of gold, then kill him and take it for themselves. And sure enough, Davy Babcock finds a glittering gold chunk in Black River Gulch. He starts whooping it up, celebrating his find. And that's when Tom Porter strikes. Yeah, I was akin to that. Tom knives him in the back and takes the gold for himself. But it wasn't even gold, was it? Just fool's gold. Am I the one telling the story? Yeah, just a chunk of iron pyrite. Looks like gold, but it's totally worthless. Tom Park is feeling all kinds of angry that it ain't real gold. And Davy Babcock ain't feeling nothing on account of being dead. Now, Tom Park was an evil son of a gun, didn't want to leave empty-handed. Well, what else can he take? The horse, Pitcher. Nah, Tom's got a bad reputation, and if folks in town see him riding the horse of a dead man, then he'll be strung up as the culprit. But that horse, Pitcher, is wearing some brand new iron horseshoes. They would fetch a good price. So Tom sets on prying the shoes right off the horse with the same knife he used to end Davy Babcock. That's awful. Is this a true story? Heck if I know. But it gets worse. That horse Pitcher dies from infection from having its iron horseshoes removed so unkindly. Wait, so the horse is dead too now? Yeah. Davy Babcock and his horse Pitcher are dead. Are you following, kid? So anyway, the thief and murderer Tom Park, leaves to ride off to some other town so he can get away from the scene of the crime and sell the horseshoes. How could he ride off if the horse was dead? Moon! Pitcher, the horse is dead. Tom Porter already had his own horse. Right, it was a different horse. Anyway, that night, Tom Porter hunkers down to camp that night. Why is he camping? You said he was riding off to another town. He was. The town was far off. He had to stop at night to camp. Just like we are now. Anyway, so Tom Porter is sitting on a log next to a campfire when off in the distance he sees something moving. It's dark, so he can't see too well. But it looks like someone riding towards him. This rider gets closer and closer. But there's something odd about it. It makes no sound at all. There's no clop, clop, clop sound. No neighing or horse snorting. No nothing. Just the other sounds of the night, like the crickets chirping and the fire crackling. And as the silent rider gets even closer, Tom Parker can clearly see the rider's dead, soulless eyes. The same eyes that looked at him the moment life escaped from Davy Babcock when he pierced his gut over some worthless fool's gold. And Davy's riding a chestnut Bronco with bloody stumps where once was hooves. It's Davy's dead horse Pitcher. Wait, so even if Pitcher had bloody stumps or hooves, it would still make some kind of noise when ridden? Because it's a ghost horse, Moon. This is a ghost story. So what does Tom Porter do? Of course, he hops on his own horse and takes off like a lightning bolt. The reanimated Dave Babcock and his hoofless horse Pitcher are pursuing, but a horse with bloody stumps or hooves ain't fast, and Tom gains miles and miles of distance from the silent rider. Tom doesn't stop fleeing until sunup when his own horse finally gives out. By now he's on the other side of the state. By now he's regained his composure and laughs off the whole thing. After a lunch break, Tom leisurely rides into the next town, sells the horseshoes, and forgets about the whole thing. So that's it? That's not so scary. That ain't Doc ain't done. I think it's supposed to be done. Doc ain't done. Right. So 3 nights later, Tom is woken up in a saloon bedroom to the sound of a dog barking. Annoyed, he peeks out the window. That's when he sees that silent rider now riding through the town streets, most definitely heading straight to Tom, still seeking revenge. And once again, Tom Peter takes off and outruns the silent rider. This time, Tom puts even more distance between him and the ghost of Davy Babcock. This time he heads south across the border. But sure enough, a week later, the silent rider catches up with him. And because that rider is so silent, Tom can't ever close his eyes, can't ever sleep. Because he never knows if Dave Babcock is 1,000 miles away or riding up just a few feet behind him. There ain't no warning that Davy is near, only the sound of wind at best. So Tom just keeps running, again and again, never free from the silent rider, never able to rest for his crimes. Not until Davy Babcock finally catches him and carries his guilty soul off to hell. I hear one day they found the body of Tom Park in a bedroom somewhere. His belly was slashed open by the same knife he used on Davy Babcock and his horse. Looked like he'd done it to himself. Tom just couldn't keep running. Figured it was the only way he could ever escape. But that wasn't the end of the silent rider of Black River Gulch either. Cowpoke and ranchers say the ghost of Davy Babcock is still out there, still looking for revenge. They say that some folks who camp out just like this see the dead, soulless eyes of Davy Babcock riding on a bloody, hoofless, chestnut bronco coming toward them, making no sound at all. But those who see the silent rider are the lucky ones. The unlucky ones are those who don't see him coming. Not until he rides up right behind them. What is Rusty barking at? He's messing with us. Pretty sure that dog is messing with us. I don't know. Does anyone else feel a gust of wind? Tuco Delgado is dead, but the Doom 22 might not be. Didn't round up all of them in San Gonzalez. Fix us up, man. So I could buy a med kit, but I'm going to try to refrain from abusing that glitch. And then I did round up some ingredients. Did I ever tell you how we got Honeybell? A long time ago, Matt Elmer McGovern lent zebras to the Garrett Ranch to be broken in by our Bronco Busters. Well, he had regular horses there too, and you know how nature works. But at the time, we assumed the broodmare was impregnated by one of our stallions. It was only after those zebras went back to the circus and the mare gave birth to Honeybell that we realized what happened. Your pa didn't like Honeybell? I would think that an unusual horse or Zorse like Honeybell would have been appreciated by the Garrett Ranch. But the way you tell it, your pa didn't like the Zorse foal very much. Nah, standing out and being a curiosity wasn't how it was done to the Garrett Ranch. Our Bronco Busters were known for taking in wild horses, breaking them, and selling them back trained in a way that buyers could expect. Real orderly, you see. And if we couldn't do the same with Honeybell, then she was no good. When she was little, Honeybell could barely walk with the gait it was born with. But after a lot of work and patience, I got her past that. Feels good to have Honeybell back. Like a part of me that I thought was gone has been healed. So let's eat. Anyway, I'm gonna put a break here while I figure out what all I need to make, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so now we are back proper in Boot Hill Bounties. So there should be new riddles and stuff, but the main thing I want to do is some stuff in the general store. So I use my mountain of vegetables to make like a mountain of salads, which I'm going to sell. So real quick, there should be a new issue of the paper out, but he hasn't restocked. So I want to sort this by the amount owned. $63 potatoes. So if I were to sell these, I'd get 12 bucks, which is not too shabby at this point. So the pelts, I'm gonna... Actually... I'm willing to sell a couple of these. Literally a couple. So here we go with the salads. So I'm gonna sell 25 of those for 25 bucks. I have a lot of Gonzalez wine. I'm gonna sell a dozen of those. So peanut bread I made a bunch of. I'm gonna sell 12 of those. Made a little bit of vegetable stew. Made a little succotash. Chalice is worth $3. Got some planks while screwing around with raccoons. And... forgot all about those. But anyway, we are now sitting on $80. I don't think I've ever been this wealthy in the games. I could afford a quiver, which is like the most expensive thing I can think of. So what are we gonna do with this money, you asked? Well, we're gonna buy some stuff. So we can get a headdress here for Moon. You're free to buy armor if you want. Like, the bone breastplate gives her 6 more defense. This is only a 5-point jump. This is a 3-point jump, and same armor for kids. So if you want this, I could see why you want it. But we need to buy the carryover hats. So let's grab the headdress for Moon, 10-gallon hat for Doc, and a coonskin for Kid. Now as for what these do exactly. So coonskin gives you chop, trap, survival, and throw. So this is kind of makes you the king of the wild frontier. So it's Davy Crockett's hat. Haha. I don't exactly know how trap works, but if you want to get like a bunch of resources, I think trap does better stuff for you, so that's why you want the coonskin. As for Doc's 10-gallon, gives you bribe, lame, bone buster, so this is finally a melee move. I don't know what Bullseye does, and then block. Don't really care. So I still have quite a few hats for him and Kid to work on. For Rosie, I'm literally working on her last one. As for Moon, we're still working on the Creta, it's level 5. For the headband, we have that maxed out. For the headdress, Sundance, and Moonbeam. And then the Mining Lantern is at level 6. We're going to switch over to the headdress for now. So we will read the new issue of the newspaper, and then I'm going to take a break because my voice is getting a little worn out. Oh yeah, we need to talk to this guy. Extra, extra! Stampede Sally arrested and Tuco Delgado killed near San Gonzalez. Pick up the latest issue of Bronco County Sunrise. So I don't know if that triggered his inventory to respawn in that shop so I can buy more honey and stuff. A Chippewa girl. You must be the 4 the boss man told me about. Look, if you want me to take you to the Chippewa Valley, then meet me at the Snaketail River. I plan on going his way first, and then I'll use the carriage from then on out. Snaketail River is west of here, past the farms and over Boot Hill. I'll be waiting there with my canoe. San Gonzalez monks exposed as Mexican revolutionaries. The mission at San Gonzalez is revealed to be a base of operations for the Doom 22, a gang of Mexican revolutionaries and bandits led by infamous outlaw Tuco Delgado. The secret was revealed recently when residents of San Gonzalez rose up against the imposter monks who had tormented them, I guess, they're missing a word. When I did not obey them, they took my wife hostage, said Miguel Polino, a liveryman. Another resident of San Gonzalez, Arthur Jimenez, is it supposed to be like Arturo, claimed he was taken prisoner for merely speaking openly about the occurrences at the church. After the uprising, many of the Doom 22 were captured by the residents, but some escaped, presumably across the southern border. Tuco Delgado was arrested but was killed during an assault on his transport by fellow Saints Little member Stampede Sally. Interim President Ignacio Comonfort is expected to respond to these developments. San Gonzalez was acquired by the United States government in the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. It was originally established by Spanish missionaries led by Esteban Gonzalez to assimilate the indigenous Tehuacan tribe that once populated this territory. Details are still sketchy regarding the fate of the legitimate monks of San Gonzalez. Apprehended members of the Doom 22 claim that the church was already abandoned by the time they were repurposed as their base. End of article. Notorious outlaw and member of the Saints Little gang, Stampede Sally Little was captured alive by bounty hunters near San Gonzalez. Sally was charged with a number of crimes accumulated over her criminal career spanning decades, including theft, intimidation, bribery, and murder. Most recently, Stampede Sally was responsible for the murder of fellow gang member Tuco Delgado, who was killed shortly after his arrest. Sheriff Lubbock is still looking into the motives behind this murder. Stampede Sally was born among the affluent Little family of Silver Spring City, but along with her brother, Creed Little, turned to a life of crime and joined the Saints Little gang. Prior to her arrest, Stampede Sally had kept inactive for 10 years since Saints Little gang seemingly disbanded after the Battle of Swellsville. Stampede Sally is now serving a life sentence in Devil's Hold. So, by the way, the hardware store right there, we can see Eat Their Red Apple coupon code. Fort Chattahoochee. A mysterious explosion at Fort Chattahoochee has breached the outer wall of the fort. No one was injured in the attack. Colonel Middleton believes the intent of the explosion was only to serve as a distraction so that Chappaqua could infiltrate the fort armory and confiscate the military weaponry. While there were no witnesses who detonated the explosive, Colonel Middleton has surmised that the Chappaqua tribe are responsible. We are at war with the Chappaqua. The Indians saw we had a technological advantage over them and wanted to level the battlefield by removing our weapons. The stolen weapons include 138 military-issued rifles, as well as several experimental Armstrong guns loaned to Fort Chattahoochee by the federal government for testing purposes. The Armstrong gun is capable of firing bolts in rapid succession in a way standard rifles and pistols cannot, said Butch Maxwell, a ballistics expert from Kickstar Creek. It remains to be seen how this loss of weaponry will cripple our war effort against the Chappaqua. It's unlikely that the Savage is capable of grasping how to use these weapons, but even without them, our loss of armaments gives the Chappaqua an upper hand in the battlefield. So, I don't think there's anything new here. Make yourself a looking good, come to the store in Swellsville, get you fitted for a new outfit. Maybe get hats designed by a craftsman in Kickstart Creek. So I don't know if Kickstart Creek is the optional dungeon of the game or not, we kinda have to wait and see. Swellsville, the Brown County Sunrise received several letters sending reports of the legendary Sasquatch or Bigfoot creature in the area. Connor Talmadge, a bridge worker, claims to have sighted the beast near the Snacktail River. I was repairing the cobblestone when a giant black paw knocked me down and I saw a hairy monster standing there on 2 feet. I remember the Talmadge family. Maybe we should see if Connor is alright and look into the Sasquatch business. Expertise livestock animal looking for honest work. See Leon Barker. Ghost reported at San Gonzalez. A number of residents have reported seeing a white ghostly figure wandering aimlessly outside the walls of San Gonzalez at night. I see the ghostly white man at night. I think he's looking for something or someone, said Jorge Montejo. Marshall James has looked into the matter but has found no evidence of the apparition and attributes the rumors to local superstition. Reminds me of that ghost story, the silent rider of Black River Gulch. Let's check it out. Do you need a quick buck to pay back a loan shark, or are you in the market for something truly unique? I've got a store in Cypress Flats that buys anything from anywhere and sells it back to you. We've got one-of-a-kind trappings and treasures that you'll find nowhere else. People ask me, Nigel, where'd you get such an eclectic inventory? And I tell them, anything that's ever sold in Bronco County eventually finds its way to my little store. So come on down, peruse our wares. You'll find the store in the alley next to Tom's Hideaway in Cypress Flats. Corner cupboard by Lydia's Stone Soup. Potato pancakes. So this is actually something I could definitely use. I need some way to use up my pancakes, or my potatoes. This recipe for potato pancakes comes from courtesy of one of our dear readers. Thank you for your submission. Happy cooking. Do you expect my students to give up their riddle reading just because of a few defeats? Not these kids. Come back to Mrs. Mallory, who's read in Schoolhouse, for another round of riddles and another prize to be earned. Disreputable outlaw, Mexican revolutionary member of the Saints Little gang, Tuco Delgado is dead. Delgado was murdered by fellow gang member Stampede Sally shortly after taken into custody by bounty hunters near San Gonzalez. Tuco Delgado was a member of the Saints Little gang who terrorized Bronco County 10 years ago before disbanding after the Battle of Swellsville. Since then, Delgado was known to have crossed the border to Mexico and taken control of the Doom 22, a gang of 22 Mexican outlaws, revolutionaries, and Mexican dissidents. It was recently revealed that Delgado and the Doom 22 had returned to Bronco County and infiltrated San Gonzalez using the church as a base for their nefarious operations. Their activities in San Gonzalez remain unclear, but according to Sheriff Lubbock, they do not appear to be in league with the Saints Little gang. Delgado's remains were laid to rest in Boot Hill. and the one you guys are probably waiting for. There's a question box within the sacristy in the church at San Gonzalez. The clue to deciphering the code is within the train depot there. That's all I'll say. Now hurry. Time waits for no one. So, time on the clock in the train depot. So yeah, now that I have this all down, I can take a break and we'll pick up here in a little bit. So, plan is going to be this. We'll do the riddles. We will then go to wherever the San Gonzalez is. Yeah, San Gonzalez. Deal with the apparition, deal with the box, and so on. Then we'll come back here, deal with the Sasquatch, and that probably will be its own video. And next time, after that, we'll pick up going down Snake River. So, I'm going to take a well-earned break. See you in a sec. Okay, time for some side questing. So, I have to give you a bit of a heads up. In the time between my last video and now, achievements have actually been added to the game, so we can actually start earning those. I'm not going to make any promises about those because I don't know all the finer details of it, and then some of those are missed, like the whole getting Tuco and everything, so yeah, we kind of just need to move forward. And to start things off, we need to go to class. Got a couple trick coins on me. On one, both sides are heads, on the other, both sides are tails. If I pick one of these coins, plus an ordinary coin, and it comes up heads twice, what percent do I got that it'll come up heads again? So if comes up heads twice. Did he flip both coins? If I got heads twice, then there's an 80% chance I got the heads only coin, and 20% chance I got the fair coin. Since the fair coin has a 50-50 chance of coming up heads, that's worth only 10%. Don't really know how to even explain that one. What I was doing was, it wasn't that, I'll put it like that. So anyway, this year we had 2 twins, 3 triplets, 4 quadruplets. How many students were in that class? So 2 plus 3 plus 4. So 2 and 3 is 5, plus 4. You figured it out. The 2 twins are 2 people, the 3 triplets are 3 people, and the 4 quadruplets are 4 people. That makes 9 total. 1 is 3 and 3 is 5. 5 is 4, 4 is 4, how much is 9? So there's 3 letters in 1, 5 letters in 3, 4 letters in 5, 4 and 4. 9 will also have 4. My right shoe here weighs 1 pound and half as much as my left shoe. How many pounds do my shoes weigh together? So this one is 1 plus 0.5x equals x. So solving for x, you have to move the half over, subtracting half of x from each side. 1 is equal to 0.5x multiplied by 2, x equals 2, so the shoe weighs 2, and then together they will make 4. Solved all the riddles. Congratulations, your participation has inspired your young minds to grow. I want you to have this. Chewing gum. Now my students are going to think of even harder riddles for you to solve. Come back and see us later, okay? Look for Anne, the Bronco County Sunrise. So what does chewing gum do? Wrong button. Perks do not wear off after battle. Huh. And this is only worth a dime, yeah. So Moon needs a melee weapon to throw. I'm not going to bother, because that should be changed to archery. What else is it I need to do? Oh, right, I need to get that safe. So this one requires us to go to San Gonzalez. So I should point out, you cannot actually go to Fort Chattahassee here. You actually have to shell out for the train fare. They'll take you to Fool's Feast, no Kickstart Creek, no Ashwood. Should also mention if I wanted money I could go to my farm, but I should be sitting on a few, like 10 bucks I think. I have 19, or is that 13? I can't quite tell. So we're here for two things. The first of which is that safe in the sacristy, which we can get the combination for real fast. So your clue was you need time in the train station. So if you look at the clock, it's set to 3:30, so 0330 is our code. Let's grab some beans. Don't know if I'm actually going to need those, but if I do, I'm prepared. So I'm not sure if there's anything here I actually need. And I should point out you can't buy honey in this town as far as I know, so I can't actually get the stuff that I need to make my big things. But anyway, we have to investigate the rider thing that Doc was talking about. So let's camp out and wait for it. Okay, so right there, if you need to find the details, you can. Be careful. There are rumors of a phantasma wandering here at night. You found a paper on the ground featuring a crude drawing. What's this? Looks like some kind of map. Huh? The campfire just blew out. Good gravy. What was that? It's a ghost. Listen to me carefully. My time here is short. That is a map to my buried treasure. I don't believe in ghosts. This is obviously some kind of trick. Ghosts aren't real. And to prove it, we're going to open fire. Sometimes I doubt my existence as well. My name was Andrea Franco. All I remember is that I was killed by the Doom 22, who sought my treasure. It was buried, hidden from them. Only my map can lead you to my treasure. The treasure must go to my wife, Letitia. As long as the treasure remains buried, my spirit cannot rest. Then why don't you... I don't think you're really a ghost. How do I know you're really a ghost, not just some guy in white paint? Find my wife, Letitia. She will verify my story that I, her husband, Andrea Franco, was captured by the 22 Condemned. Once you give her this map, she'll be able to find my treasure. I don't mean to pry, but why can't you just give her the map yourself? Why give it to us? Because my body was not laid to rest in the church during the Eve of Skulls. Now my spirit cannot reach the walls of San Gonzalez. So your wife is in San Gonzalez? Yes, you can find her at the cantina. As long as my treasure remains buried, my spirit will continue to wander outside the walls of San Gonzalez. he's gone. How spooky. What do you think we should do, kid? That was not a ghost. Still don't think that was any ghost. His face looked familiar. Have we met this Andrea Franco before? Probably when we were riding San Gonzalez, San Gonzalez at the 22 Condemned. No sweat. All we have to do is find Leticia Franco and she can tell us whether or not any of this is true. If we decide to follow up on this, we need to look for her in the San Gonzalez Cantina. So let's get some shut-eye. So next thing is Quizmaster. So the sacristy is over here. Look at them there with their hats, taunting me. I've looked around the train depot for the clue, but I couldn't find anything. Now I'm just going to keep guessing combinations till I unlock the question box. Wouldn't really take him that long if he starts with 000. So 0, second one is 3, third one is 3, and the fourth one is 0. So we have the essence bottle. This does what? Weapon imbues are twice as effective. Ooh. Let's do it. Actually... Yeah, we'll do it. So I need my tranquilizer. There we go. Now I should be... I actually don't know how much it amplifies them by. Is it each one, or how do these, like, are they added additively, multiplicatively? Those are some of the things I need to actually ask. I'm going to really be thorough on the guide. If only I could get a shot at the lions now. So do I actually have all your recipes yet? Yes, I do. So this is margarita. So you're Leticia. Excuse me, are you Leticia Franco? Si, and you are the four that liberated San Gonzalez from the 22 Condemned. Sadly, my husband Andrea was among those taken by the 22 Condemned, but he was not found among their prisoners. Why did they take your husband? He had a valuable treasure they wanted, and my husband refused. Instead, he hid the treasure. Could this map lead to the treasure? Where did you get this? From your husband. Then my husband is still alive? I'm afraid not. Just as I thought. When you liberated San Gonzalez and Andrea was not among the prisoners, I gave up all hope that he survived. We got the map from his ghost. Kid gave the ghost treasure map to Leticia Franco. He told us he wanted you to use it to find his buried treasure. Or his spirit would never rest. Naturally, we agreed to help out the spooky guy. Then I must look for it at Fort Tallahassee. If you wish to help me, then please meet me there. So, we actually have to shell out for a train fare here. Not a fan. I should have all the food from Tallahassee, though, because I think I want to say I did go back for this stuff. So now that I think about it, this is the video that's going to be released the day the game goes live. Huh. You come to help me find my husband's treasure. Yes, we must see this through to the end. Unfortunately, I have been unable to find it. With only this map, Andrea did not leave us much information. Well, we know the treasure is buried somewhere around here. That map must lead it somehow. Then I will accompany you. Please speak to me if you wish to see this map again. So, we're at the left side, and we're going to the right. So we need to go from one X to the second. And where's the first X, you ask? And we have to walk on our horses because she's behind us. Sublime. You know what? I'm gonna fight this cactus. Crud. Ah, she does have Harvest EX. We're gonna get rid of Throw for it. So we'll toss that up, Dixie Special, and then we're just gonna spam Pot Shot. That was heartbreaking, man. So again, S rank, Mind Over Matter, Wimpy, KO, since I took them out with a 1-point vantage. So Ride By is added to the Pilgrim. Got some Venom Glands there, which is what I was hoping for. So, Harvest, Dixie Special, Pot Shot. And it still hit Kid. That was a lot of damage. So Leech Bullet is now a deluxe vantage. Got some mushrooms. Got some tongues too. Thing is, I'm trying to find an alternative source for mains, because if I can only get them from the lions, I don't know what my long-term solution for that is going to be. Figures that one would go to sleep. want to switch over to Moonbeam. And that's all she wrote. So we now have Meditate, but I just took off her Sundance, and I got next to nothing for that. So I'm kind of hoping I can pick up this one and actually keep it. So yeah, in case you're wondering, it should be right there. Well, I'll make sure that I got everything that I can harvest. Then you have to push A over where you think it is, which should be somewhere around here. You think Andreo's treasure is buried here? The path starts at the railroad sign and directs us through the cliffs to this spot. What are we waiting for? Let's dig. This is it. Andreo's treasure. We've got the trapping bandolier. Without both knowing that the treasure is buried here at Fort Chattahoochee and the map leads us to this spot, we would have never found it. That's exactly what we figured. Whose are those two other guys? What in the world is going on? Aren't you the ghost who gave us the map? Aren't you Andreo? Andreo? That man is not Andreo. My name is Caballero. I suppose you don't recognize us when we are not dressed as monks. So you're not a ghost? Ghost? In some ways we are ghosts. Ghosts. Of the 22 condemned. Or 22 doomed. Doomed 22, that's what it was. Tuco Delgado and Tirado are dead. Many of our comrades are in prison. Yet, we three carry on as the 22 doomed. So this is all a ruse to get to this buried treasure? Andreo was stubborn. We took his map, but he would not tell us where the treasure was buried. Only his wife knew that secret. And there was no way we could get back into San Gonzalez. So you posed as Andreo's ghost and leaked the map to us, so that we would find the treasure for you. I knew you weren't a ghost. I didn't buy that ghost act for a second. But as long as you were willing to tell us how to get to this treasure, I was happy to go along with it. And now we'll be taking it. Florencio, bring the prisoner. Andreo. Letitia. The trade is simple, Andreo for the treasure. We can all walk away from this alive. It's not ours to give. It's not up to us, it's the Franco's treasure, and what they say goes. I would rather die than see my treasure up in the hands of these monsters. Shut your mouth, Andreo. Leave my husband alone. Enough of this. We'll get rid of you all. Dread the doomed. This battle will mark the return of the Doomed 22. So I don't have the moccasins to open fire just yet. So right now my best course of action I think is just stall a bit. So I can probably put him to sleep. Okay, we got the one to fall asleep. Need to heal Rosie. So we're gonna do a Beagle Bay to knock him out of Duck. Put up Harvest, because I think he's going to go down soon. Okay, that works. So I want to blast him. Okay, he went down while Harvest was up. Holy. I probably should have put up Sundance. That's annoying. Wait for Moonbeam to go off because I suspect he was going down. So he's gonna start hitting once he wakes up. So we need to cancel that pot shot. Gonna hit him with Beagle Bay to knock him out. And pot shot for the win. Without Tuco, you have nothing left. Kid is now level 21. So we now have feed. I like the stuff I have. Onion hoof, marigold hoof, wanted poster. You won't take us alive. Keep your stinking treasure. We will be back. Gracias. Without your help, the treasure would be in their hands, and my husband and I would be dead. You've done so much for us and for San Gonzalez. I want you to have the treasure. It will prove valuable in your struggles. I humbly accept your gift. Thank you. I know what lengths you went to protect this treasure. You honor us with it. Leticia and Andrea Franco gave you the treasure. Please come by San Gonzalez any time. So that was the bandolier. As long as you have one power point, you can use any vantage, which may cause you to have negative power points. So I'm gonna pass on that one. Hopefully I don't need to elaborate. So is the cactus back? It has some things I need, so why not? So Dixie... Harvest... I'm thinking that the bonuses are multiplicative based on how they're appearing rather than being additive. And as much as I hate to say it, just based on how these riddles have played out, I really do suspect Dave is really adept at math. Okay, we got another pair of venom glands. We also got some needles, which I really did need. So if I want to be really thorough, I'd actually farm those things while I'm here. That way I don't have to pay for train fare to come back. And as far as I know, there were no Quizmaster saves. This was a fairly simple area. And you know what? Let's talk to Colonel Middleton while we're here to see what he has to say. So you can either go in through the front door, or you can take the side entrance. In case you're wondering, I did see an achievement for fighting him. But his boss fight's already over. Homer Ledbetter. As long as those Indians live on our doorstep, I'll never feel safe in Bronco County. I'm sorry I attacked you earlier. I'm sure Middleton feels the same way, but he's too arrogant to ever admit he overreacted. I ain't too young to join up. My ma was killed by them bad Chipawik. I know why you've come back. One of our Armstrong guns ended up in the hands of the Doom 22 down in San Gonzalez. It's like he was saying. Tuco and Sally took your guns, not the Chipawik. Until the rest of those guns turn up, we can't be sure of anything. And so far, there's been no trace of all the automatic weaponry that was stolen from our arsenal, so they're missing of there. So I want to talk to the guy at the desk. When Top Brass gets wind that we lost those Armstrong guns, my goose is cooked. So the only thing left to do now, I think, is fight the Sasquatch. I don't know if it's actually walking around Swellsville or what. Actually, we can't get to Prospect Bluffs either from the wagon, can we? I don't know about Cypress Flats. It may be possible that these three... you may have to actually shell out for train fare. That's a little disappointing. So we need to go back to Swellsville. So it should be by the Snake River Bridge thing. We have to talk to the Talmadges to find out the exact information. All aboard the train to Swellsville. Now, I don't believe you can buy ingredients here, so there's no real loss. You can buy whole food, that's just it. Now, the thing is, since this is a new copy of the paper has been printed, we should be able to go buy some honey. We'll have to shell out like $3 for it, but it'd be worth it, right? And the raccoons are right there, so I want to fight them. Go see if I can actually back attack him. It's a really tricky angle to do it, but you can do it, I know. Hey, we did it! So Dixie, Potshot. We'll let those leap for a moment. Actually, I have to put Harvest out now. And there we go. Defeat the raccoons and stole the treasure. Barrel of garbage. So these guys sometimes give you treasure, which is why I like to go after them. We got sheet tin and a whetstone. Everything else is just like an ingredient or reagent. So in the first game there was an achievement for actually getting a bunch of drops in one fight, and those were the best way to get it. I assume it's probably the same way in this game, assuming that it's... We'll leave the cats alone. So, we came up here to look at the ingredients, because I am sorely lacking honey. And you can see they're still sold out. Sold out of mushrooms also. Actually... So, I just want to make a quick sale to get up to 20 bucks. I don't really know what all I have. Do I even have anything that could really go for that? Let's sell one of the chalices. Wanted poster that I just got sells for 10. We got some whetstones. Let's sell those. So let's go test the achievements. We're gonna run over to the farm. This is partially on the way to the Bigfoot fight. Getting those butternuts is important, as I was saying. I think that was, I don't know if that was in the Wednesday or Thursday video, though. So one thing I think we definitely could use in this game would be an apiary. Thing is, I don't know how common those were for this time period. So I do want to walk Boot Hill back because I want to examine that one grave. See if there's any sort of update that could have come from something we found. So I will get the goat at the very least. I want Collector level 9, or Harvester 9. There we go. We are the Weed Reaper. So we are here to hire Leon and Josie. Thanks for the opportunity to earn a decent living. Want me to collect ingredients from all your livestock for you? Just give me a moment. It's just the eggs that were left. gave us the harvested ingredients. Those are all the ingredients your farm livestock yielded. Come back tomorrow for more. Now, achievements should have popped for these two, since I saw at least one for Josie. Hey, kid. Beautiful day, isn't it? Want me to harvest all the crops on this farm for you? Yes. Sure thing. Just wait here and I'll be back with your crops lickety-split. There'll probably be more tomorrow. Now, the thing is, any money that I still have is going to need to go towards, actually upgrading the field and the other livestock. Why are there fences around a graveyard? Because people are dying to get in. Where do gravediggers get their coffee? At the burial grounds. See? Gotta keep your chin up, even when you're 6 feet under. Let's talk to Sexton here. Thanks, you gave me some things to think about. So we still haven't found anything. I know there's a skull in a Fool's Feast. I just don't know if it's related to that or not. This hasn't regenerated. So I think I got a comment about not killing these earlier. A pair of foxes are poised to attack. Let's tan their hides. That'll teach him. So there you go. We now have Sandman, puts an enemy to sleep. We'll leave that alone. Shrug Off is now a deluxe vantage. Oh, we got an eyeball. What are you up to, Boyd? How you been, Rosie? I'm keeping watch in case there are any more engine attacks. Rosie, how have you been? Doing swell. How are things at the old Talmadge farm? Not well from the look of things. Nothing's changed down here. Rosie, you came to visit. And here I am again, beaten and bedridden. What happened? Wasn't the Chipawkwick again, was it? Not this time. It was the legendary Sasquatch. A big, dark, hairy beast man on 2 legs. It sucker punches me and ran under the bridge. Whoever thought Bridge building would be so dangerous, huh? Maybe it was a gorilla. A big hairy beast man? Sounds like a gorilla. Kid, do you think we're in Africa or something? There ain't no gorillas around these parts, sweet potato. What about from the circus? Maybe one of theirs escaped? Right, I forgot. We should go check. Check under the bridge, or... Well, if we want to, he'll give us a ride, I guess. I guess we gotta go to the circus. Oh well, at least it's free. I was hoping this would be a little bit simpler than the whole bandit thing that we just had. Where does this take us? Chapakwick Valley, not safe or necessary. The traveling circus. So I don't know if much of anything actually has changed here. I know there's an achievement for winning the game here, but can't get that one anymore. Let's go over to... Actually, let's check in on Oberon now that I think about it. Which one's his? I think it's this one. You stand in the presence of magic and mystery. Behold! The astounding Oberon will titillate your senses and boggle your mind with feats of supernatural prowess and prestidigitation. My abilities are both uncanny and unknowable. Unlock the power of fire. Try imbuing with an antler. That's the one I had last time. And at the time, I didn't even have any antlers, so I couldn't test that, or verify it. And yeah, one's missing. Sorry, but you haven't happened to see a gorilla around here, have you? Did a gorilla escape? Afraid so. Mambo is acting very strange lately. Hiding from visitors, eating strange things. Now she has escaped, and her partner Mango is very sad. He won't eat at all. Don't worry. We think we know where your gorilla ran off to. She's been seen around the Snaketail River. That's splendid news. Please take this doll. It was her favorite. Perhaps you can lure her back with it. Baby doll that was once treasured by the gorilla Mambo. And you know, there are some things I need from these scorpions. Bounty right now. I was hoping one of them would be asleep. Doesn't matter anymore. So we now have shoot on the boater. Lacerate may cause bleeding. This can be pretty helpful. I need the next part of the hat. So this time I got kind of ripped off. Pair of stingers. And that was with the harvest vantage. Snaketail River. So right there is our ride, the canoe. So we'll talk to Talmadge, see what he has to say. So is the gorilla that done clobbered me. Are you going to see if it's still under the bridge? So the Bigfoot was just some hairy gorilla? Guess it's not a legendary creature, but that's still something. I'm honored to have been clobbered by such a beast. Well, it's a good thing he's taking it in stride, you know? So now the question is, how do we get it to come out? Wait, I hear something. Under the bridge. Would you look at that? It is Mambo. Look out, she's aggressive. If only someone had a tranquilizer gun, you know? Calm down, Mambo. We're not here to hurt you. Level 57. Throttle, clobber, sucker punch, haymaker, climb, dodge. Well, that was fortunate. Okay, Moonbeam, Blast, Whip, Blast. I messed up. I wanted the pot shot to go off, so I have a chance to knock him out. Ooh, there we go. Some good luck. So my strategy here is just going to be let the gauges fill up, then we'll just blast them, resolve it with some pot shots until the sucker goes down to sleep again. So I don't know when exact... There it goes. So Moonbeam, Double Blast, Whip, Whip, Hot Shot. Okay, there we go. Last time I was asleep for about 6 seconds because I got the Moonbeam charged up. I just realized I messed up here. I'm not going to be able to put Harvest out. Ooh, I did it. There we go. Mambo recognizes you and calms down. Got a monkey paw. Now the real Bigfoot shows up. She's calmed down a lot. I think she remembers Rusty. Look, there's something else under the bridge. A baby. I see now. Mambo was pregnant, but she didn't want to give birth in captivity, so she escaped out here to be in the wild. But we can't let these gorillas roam free. We have to return them to Eagleton at the circus. We should break out Mango, too. We should let Mambo and her baby be free. It isn't right to keep these animals in captivity. Mambo and her baby should be free. We'll tell Eagleton we couldn't find them. But what happens when someone else like Connor Talmadge sees them out here? It'll end up in the papers again. I understand how you feel, kid, but they won't ever be safe out here. Look. I think Mambo wants Rusty to take the baby. Does that mean Mambo will go back to the circus? I see. Then we should honor her request. If we're going to keep this little fella, we should give her a name. Let's do it. Its name is Harambe. Nah, you're no good at naming things. Then what should we call her? Bongo. See? They like it. But how are we going to take care of this beast? I know. Kid, can Bongo live on the Howell family farm? I'll have to ask Mom. It's fine with me as long as Mom's okay with it. Not sure if she has even heard of a gorilla before. It's settled then. Notice this is Docs, not Doc. Mambo will go back to the circus and we'll take Bongo to the Howell farm. Bongo has already been a big help. She's really taken to farming life. That's good to hear. She looks very content. It's sad that she had to be separated from her mother, but this is the best life we can give Bongo, and she seems happy here. So does she help with orchard-type stuff or something? Huh? I think Bongo wants to give us something. Snapcracker. Bongo really is taken to living on the farm. So what's the Snapcracker do? So this has a lot more power to it, and you can further upgrade it, I guess. We'll try it for a little while. Worst come to worst, I can always go back to the tongue. Or I could just turn this into a new lifesteal weapon, one of the two. Don't worry. Not even Stampede Sally can stampede her way out of Devil's Hold. Welcome back. So I guess that's our reward for everything, the whip. So is there anything else to do now? Because I think that's it for the newspaper stuff. Yeah, we did the optional bosses, we found the safe, we did the riddles. I guess that's it. So, when we pick up here next time, we'll actually make way towards the Chappaquiddick village in search of Burning Crow. So, let's call it quit here, and we'll have to see what exactly happens in the next one. I'm the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.